Why Adventure Time is a great show. Does Adventure Time really have more than 3,000 wiki pages of its lore? Let's find out. In cartoons, almost anything is possible, but Adventure Time redefined how creatively bizarre a show could get. From its characters, storylines, and random gags, it was always unexpected, surreal, and a little weird. Yet, the show was able to carefully balance its strangeness with sweet childlike humor, genuine characters, and heartfelt storylines, which made it feel a lot more grounded. The beloved Cartoon Network series was a silly kid show, an epic fantasy, a stoner's dream, and one of the best shows of its time. After more than 8 years of shenanigans involving candy people, alternate universes, vampires, nearly 3,000 pages worth of lore, some highly unusual exclamations, and bacon pancakes, the show finally came to an end in 2018. Since its debut in 2010, the series has evolved in one of the most popular and influential programs in the channel's history. Despite being first and foremost a kids show, it built a sizable fanbase among older audiences, and gained mounting psychological and even philosophical weight over its 10-season run. The September 3rd series finale marks the end of an era in imagining new storytelling possibilities, not just for cartoons but for TV in general. Adventure Time spans nearly 311-minute episodes, involving hundreds of distinct characters, so it's no easy feat to describe. But in brief, it takes place 1,000 years after a nuclear apocalypse known as the Mushroom War warps the Earth into a fantasy landscape, and is populated by offbeat creatures and people made of fire, candy, or lumpy space, among other things. A young boy named Finn is apparently the last human being on the planet, and he and his foster brother/best friend, a shape-shifting dog named Jake, have taken it upon themselves to be as helpful around as possible. They lend their treasure hunting, monster fighting, air and running prowess to their many friends and neighbors, and along the way, the complex backstory of Adventure Time's characters and their world is unspooled. That supremely odd summary belays the fact that Adventure Time has sneakily persisted as one of the most critically acclaimed shows of the 2010s. When considering the recent golden age of TV, few would rank it alongside the likes of Breaking Bad, Mad Men, or Game of Thrones. And yet it has received high praise from sources such as the AV Club, The New Yorker, NPR, and a lot more. Cartoons have long embraced an anything-goes sensibility, but Adventure Time took the approach to a whole new level. Every single episode would pack its brief running time with strange new characters, places, and ideas. A vampire who drinks the color red, a pack of sentient balloons eager to die, an imaginative robot that switches places with its reflection. And to fit all of this within an 11-minute runtime of each episode, it all came at the audience at a breathless pace. Animated shorts are as old as television itself, but Adventure Time spurred a revival of the format, especially on Cartoon Network. The show also led the way in turning random humor and the world building from a niche interest into what is now practically an industry standard, not just for animated series aimed at kids but for adult-oriented ones as well. Shows like BoJack Horseman and Rick and Morty demonstrate a common willingness to indulge the strange, an instinct that Adventure Time arguably introduced into the mainstream. It didn't even stop there. Even as Adventure Time told bizarre tales of trickster gods from Mars and penguins that turned out to be world-threatening alien abominations, it worked hard to incorporate them into its complicated backstory and world, maintaining dense continuity through multiple long-range story arcs. In the grand tradition of prestige TV, it featured overarching plots about Finn's search for his birth parents, or the recurring threat of the fearsome undead sorcerer the Leech. And yet, it also made time for many standalone episodes, sometimes ultimately folding them into the larger picture, with major characters like Marceline the Vampire Queen being introduced in apparent one-off installments. Despite the show's overall comedic tone, it handled its biggest ideas with a gravitas and sincere emotion. And for all the manic energy it could indulge, Adventure Time never hesitated to slow down for a scene or two, or even a whole episode. Well guys, that's it for today. Let us know if you guys like Adventure Time as much as we do and share your favorite scenes of the show in the comments down below. We hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Till then, see you guys next time.